Peace, family. Is it possible? Is it possible that black people today can be more enslaved than they were 150 years ago? Is that possible? I believe it is. If slavery ended 200 years ago and the slave owners just opened up the gates and told the slaves to just leave, where would they go? What homes did they have? What clothes, shoes could they take with them? What cars did they have? What bank accounts? Anything. What did they have other than what the slave master gave them? When you look at black people today, you have a home, you have a car, you have refrigerator, stove, appliances, you have 401k, checking account, college fund, health insurance, cell phones, earbuds, laptops, tablets, you name it, vacation, health insurance, all this stuff. Now ask yourself, how do you maintain it? What are you doing right now to keep what you treasure, what's precious to you? How do you maintain it? Is it through any self-determined means that black people can relate to and manufacture and distribute for themselves? Or is all these things that we have dependent on us working for another? So when I ask you, is it possible that blacks can be more enslaved today than they were 150, 200 years ago? Not only is it possible, but it's a certainty. It is not until black people come together and determine their own means to sustain their own way of life. If we was to start manufacturing the goods and services that we need right now today, and as this network that we establish grow to encompass more and more of our people, and now the roof that's over our head we can maintain by working within these facilities that works in our best interest. Now you can sever ties from those who had it before. If your freedoms and your liberties is based upon you working for another people, then you are enslaved to those people. It's just as simple as that. So it's like fingernails across a chalkboard when I hear Negroes talk about something. Oh, it's impossible to be a slave today. You giving white people too much power. Are you really a slave? You that weak? Look, go 6 months and don't see a white. Don't work for a whitey. Don't do nothing for whitey. And then let me know after that 6 months what you still have today that you had prior to those 6 months. If you are not a slave, if whites don't have no power over you, don't send them another dime of your money. Don't go to their businesses, their industries, their institutions to sustain your way of life, and come back in 6 months and then tell me. then I would love for you to do that. Like I say, it is not until, and it's not a hard concept. You working for whitey, you buying from whitey, and everything that you got or want or get comes from this network here. You can sever the ties and strengthen your people. All we have to do is start manufacturing our version of whatever it is that we're buying right now. And the funny part is, I haven't bought a box of toothpicks, and I can't tell you how long. But I know somewhere, somebody's living a comfortable life because they manufacture and sell toothpicks. Living a life better than I am. We can manufacture toothpicks, and like I say, I ain't bought a box of toothpicks in a decade. But I know with the number of people that's out there that rely on this product, these people ain't missed a day of work. They ain't late on their bills. They got a nice house. They're going on vacation, selling products that we may not even need ourselves, or very seldom need. So just imagine what type of life we would have if we was manufacturing our own cars, our own trucks, our own specialty vehicles, our own electric vehicles, our own laptops, cell phone, cameras, accessories, clothing, shoes, jewelry, underclothes, glasses. Just imagine what type of life black people could be living if we manufactured the products that we know we're going to need and the products that we will seldom need. And then look at the money. Look, GM just announced the other day that they've made $2.8 billion in profit in the last quarter. That's after all the bills have been paid, all the workers been paid. They made $2.8 billion above that. And that's money that's going to the top. And that's just in one quarter. That's almost $11 billion in profit that that GM alone is going to make. You telling me the Negroes we got working for the automotive factory right now, if it meant your freedoms and your liberties, you couldn't design your own car to compete with the cars that you buying right now? At GM, at Ford, at Chrysler, at Tesla, at Kia, at Hyundai. We can't make our own version of these vehicles, establish our own pay, provide for the roofs that's over our head, but our own families. Once you're able to pay for the roof over your head, everything up under that roof falls up under your ownership and control. Your family, your wife, your children, all that. And one of the thing is, Negroes are just so scared to admit that they're slaves. They think that there's some shame in that, when it really is not. These white people came and robbed you of your ability to provide and determine your own way of life, and we've been with them ever since. And it's not until we start determining our own internal means to sustain our own way of life. This economic, social, and political advantage is always going to remain in the hands of whites. And it is time, I am sick of this nonsense, that we start taking some serious actions and recapture what was taken from us, so we can be the leaders of our people. If I'm going to be a slave to anybody, I'm going to be a slave to my people before I be a slave to somebody else. I'm going to end this message here. And if you like this message, if you like this content, and if you like this pressure that I put on our oppressor, put a little pressure on that follow, subscribe, and share button, and catch me in my next video. Ashe.